bringing the world into the classroom through educational technology. So before ko mag-start mga mates, let me share to you the quote of Dan Roberts Sickles. Technology can bring the real world into the classroom, which means that as a teachers, we can better prepare kids for the exciting adventures that they will face in their future. Educationists began exploring the use of technology that supports models of teaching that emphasize learning with understanding and more active involvement. This exploration made a decision to use technology to go beyond fact-based, memorization-oriented curricula to a curricula in which learning with understanding is emphasized was embraced. So emphasize, give a special importance or prominence. So technology in education, the five benefits of technology in education. The future oriented, learning becomes interesting, improves skills, increase collaboration, and reduces weight. So future oriented. The future is all about technology and multi-screening education can lag behind. So multi-screening. So there are two types of multi-screening as we know. The sequential screening and the simultaneous screening, where the sequential screening is in sequence or using behavior, while the simultaneous one is occurring or done at the same time. So learning becomes interesting. It engages and challenges students with brand new and interactive methods. So when you say about interactive, it means reciprocal or collaborative, being a two-way electronic communication system. So improve skills. There are a lot skills to be improved in technology, like digital learning, communication, collaboration, building teams, mobile learning, listening, planning, valuing diversity, and many to mention. Increases collaboration. So students can collaborate with people in other locations. Distance learners can join online communities. So for example, kani atong ginabuhat karon, the virtual meetings. Like we engage in educating ourselves upon the help of teachers using virtual meet, G classrooms, and let me say we are communicating in a unique way since we are facing pandemic. Reduces weight. Instead of carrying a lot of books, students just carry a laptop, a tablet, or a mouse, which contain all their books and projects. So we will just examples Siliman universities, high caliber universities, because we in Norso we can say that we can afford it, but as what we see or as what we experience is we're bringing ball pens, bags instead of laptops because our institution can't provide because we are a government. Just like Siliman that they can afford because they can pay it, right? So rules of technology in achieving the goals of learning for understanding. Technology provides support to the solution of meaningful problems. Technology acts as cognitive support. Technology promotes collaboration as well as independent learning. Technology provides support to the solution of meaningful problems. finding answers to complex problems brought to the classroom is one important function of technology. So when we talk about complex problems, so it includes the ability to approach from multiple, sometimes competing perspectives, or let me say multiple possible solutions. Some problems brought to the classrooms can be simulated and created with graphics, video, and animation. So, just like this page, or this slide rather, this is one example of infographics. Simulations or exploratory environments called microworlds allow students to carry out actions in investigation right inside the classrooms with the use of computers. So, nakita ninyo there mga mates na ay gi-caps lock nga world ang microworlds. So, microworlds is defined as program uses the logo programming language to teach a robotics concept to use in primary. So, some problems brought to the classrooms can be simulated or simulations. So, when we talk about simulations, it used in many contexts: simulation of technology for performance, tuning, or education. So, the use technology act as a cognitive support. The use of technology provides cognitive support to learners. So when we say about or when we talk about cognitive, so di ba, mo to siya conscious intellectual activity like thinking, reasoning, or remembering, as we remembered last last school year. Ato ni siyang gi-discuss sa one of our subject under Ma'am Kaluskusin, right? So, multimedia database on CD-ROOMs, video disk, or the World Wide Web provide important information source for students who are doing research. Just like Google, dito ta maka-search sa mga words nga wala pa nabutang sa atong vocabulary for us to learn and for us to know what's the meaning behind that word. So technology promotes collaboration as well as independent learning. So collaboration, 'di ba ang collaboration is kuan man to, 'di ba magkuan man ta na sa to work jointly or as one. So like for example katong dayad ni ma'am nga gipagama nato last time around, last first semester bato nato na yung mga dayad. So what one example of collaboration siya, and as well as independent learning. So when we talk about independent learning, so not depending on other authority or free from outside. So interconnectedness in networking through technology supports collaboration. So interconnectedness, connected with each other, state synchronized ta as a student unsa gi-perform nato as one. So provides avenues for discussion and communication among learners. So ang atong avenue or atong avenues karon is 'di ba mas more on man ta sa virtual meeting, G classroom or sa Moodle nato. So a two-way video and two-way audio systems allow students and teachers at remote sites to see and hear from each other. So just like what I've said sa virtual meeting. So technology programs for teaching. So the standalone programs available on the internet and information databases. So standalone programs. So when we talk about standalone programs, it's a freestanding program. Function alone, separately, does not load any external module. So there are some programs available on the internet. So programs which are available on the internet from where the school can choose a site. Muna siya examples or electronic field trips. So this communication technology allows learners to travel and visit space for global explorations. Virtual electronic field trip through an interactive broadcast from expedition sites. So, mo nga ni kasagaran mahitabo karon ang virtual electronic field trip kay because of pandemic nga we are all facing. Information databases. So, print-based materials available on electronic form. So, di ba, nakahinumdum pa mo sa una mga mates like katong siniskwela, kaning now Encarta Kids, di ba, makita mato sa una siya, katong patrayon ta sa itong mga maestro during our high school days nga mag-hands-on ta sa computer, sa cape, mag-hands-on ta about computer technology, like makita na to ang Encarta Kids kay wala ba internet ma-provide unsahay ang ato ang eskwelahan. So, uban estudyante murag musimang moadto sa Encarta kay just because they wanted to play Encarta, di ba? So opportunities for students as a prospective teacher to produce products, selection of their own topic to provide sense of ownership, conduct research plan, the development and presentation of the product, selection of simple multimedia presentation that gives only limited number of options, opportunities for teaching grammar, writing, spelling within the context which is meaningful to the students. So, modified technology education requirements for prospective teachers. So, ako nang gi-insert diri siya. It's because it's a relationship between teachers and students. So, technology operation and concepts. Teachers, they should demonstrate introductory knowledge, skills, and understanding of concepts related to technology. So, na jurisdiction. So, demonstrate continuous growth in technology, knowledge, and skills to keep abreast of current and emerging technologies. So, when we talk about abreast, is abreast side by side or facing the same way or both was wide? So, muna siya term anang abreast or meaning anang abreast. So, apply current research, planning and designing learning environment and experiences supported by technology. They should apply current research and teaching and learning with technology when planning the learning environment and experiences. Identify and locate technology resources and evaluate the accuracy and suitability. Plan for the management and technology resources within the context of learning activities. And lastly, plan strategies to manage student learning in a technology enhanced environment. Teaching, learning, and the curriculum. Teachers implement curriculum plans that include methods and strategies for applying technology to maximize student learning. Teachers should use technology to support learner-centered strategies that address the diverse needs of students. So, kasi-klaseng kinahanglan sa mga estudyante. Apply technology to develop students' higher order skills and creativity. Manage student learning activities in technological enhancement environment. Assessment and evaluation. Teachers apply technology to facilitate a variety of effective assessment and evaluation strategies. They should use technology resources to collect and analyze data, interpret results, and communicate findings to improve instructional practice and maximize student learning. And and apply multiple methods of evaluation to determine students' appropriate use of technology resources for learning, communication, and productivity. Productivity and professional practice. Teachers use technology to enhance their productivity and professional practice. They should use technology resources to engage in ongoing professional development and lifelong learning. Continually evaluate and reflect on professional practice to make informed decisions regarding the use of technology in support of student learning. Apply technology to increase productivity and use technology to communicate and collaborate with peers, parents, and larger community in order to nurture student learning. Teachers, parents, and student relationship. Social, ethical, legal, and human issues. Teacher understand the social, ethical, legal, and human issues surrounding the use of technology in schools and apply those principles in practice. They should apply technology resources to enable and empower learners with diverse backgrounds, characteristics, and abilities. Identify and use technology resources then affirm diversity. So affirm. So munta siya katong mo offer someone or emotional support or encouragement. So imo siyang i-encourage. Promote safe and healthy use of technology resources and facilitate equitable access to technology resources for all the students. So in summary, with the global perspective, educational technologies and innovative teaching are imperative in today's time. The unlimited resource of available technology and its utilizations for innovative teaching promise challenging experience for prospective teachers. This lesson cannot sufficiently explore all possibilities to respond to the challenges. However, it has clearly underscored that technology can provide support to teaching in the resolutions of meaningful problems, act as a scaffolding to learning, and promotes independent learning and collaboration with experts. The lesson also offered technology programs for teaching in the form of standalone programs through internet and information database. Suggested requirements for prospective teachers are included in this lesson for you to ponder on. So, according to Dan Roberts, as what he says, it almost goes without saying that Robert is extremely passionate about 21st century learning. Perhaps most important, he pushes that status quo code of how schools use and view technology. Taking technology away from a child in school today would be like taking away a pen from me when I was learning, he says, by Dan Roberts. Thank you for listening mga mates. Godspeed and take care always.